Well, hi everyone. Today we have another sheet pan dinner. We're going to use salmon, and I wanted to use salmon because of the high omega-3 oils in it. It's wild-caught salmon, it's fresh, and the omega-3 oils are anti-inflammatory. And what we also picked were anti-inflammatory vegetables to go with the salmon, as well as some detoxifiers to make it, the whole thing will taste really, really good. So and this is a shout out to Maria and Dorothy. We're gonna talk about measurements and how to cook it. So I'm glad for the feedback. So let me show you. We've got 8 ounces of wild caught salmon. It's fresh, it's not frozen. We got 3 cloves of garlic, a half a pound of asparagus, a red onion. This is ginger, and we'll use a thumb portion of ginger. I've got 6 small petite potatoes. This is radicchio. We're gonna make a salad with this. Fennel Bulb, lemons. We're gonna use grape seed oil, black pepper, and Celtic sea salt. Now the onions is sulfur. Now the onion, and the ginger are high in sulfur. Now the liver is going to use that as a detoxifier. The body this will help with detoxification of the whole body. It protects the intestines. So that's the benefit of this. The red onion is high in what's called quercetin. It's an anti-inflammatory product, and it will help it helps keep inflammation down. It also keeps the muscle repair. So any kind of inflammation in the muscle, it helps accelerate the healing. So this is good for the whole body. Radicchio is high in quercetin, and so is our Fennel Bulb. Quercetin in these vegetables will not come out unless it's cooked just a little bit with a little bit of oil. So we're going to use grapeseed oil. Now this is expeller pressed. It's important that they tell you how they're getting the oil because we don't want any solvents residue in the oil. So this is expeller pressed. We're going to use Celtic sea salt because of the high mineral content in the Celtic sea salt. Lemons for flavor, a little bit of vitamin C. The asparagus for vitamins and minerals. So we've got and the potatoes. There's going to be some nutritional value in the skin, but it's also to help round out the meal so we feel that we were full, we're happy. Now we'll make a salad with the radicchio and some spinach and a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. We will use one that we can trust to be as organic, as clean. It's a good oil, so we want to be sure that we're using a high quality olive oil for our salad. All right, so we'll get started. All right, so what I did with the asparagus is I snapped off the tough ends, so now I just really have the tops and the centers. And then what we're doing with these purple potatoes is cutting them through the center, and you can cook them just like that. They're kind of neat looking, or you can have it again into quarters. And I want to show you the Fennel Bulb. Cut off the bottom. And then I'll pull off the first outer layer. It's a little dirty, and if there's going to be a spray on it, that's going to have the spray, and I don't want to eat that. And I'm going to cut off the top, and then now I can clean this, rinse it, and we'll finally chop the Fennel Bulb. And what we're going to do with these vegetables, between the ginger that we're going to peel and slice that thinly, the same with the garlic, is we'll saute this with a little bit of grapeseed oil just to soften it, and then we'll put it on our sheet pan. Now what I'm doing is I'm just slicing it keep your fingers in, and slice very thinly. Now you can chop that. I like it as a circular rounds, so we'll cook it like that. I like the fronds. What I'm going to do now is peel the ginger. I've just got a potato peeler. here's our trimmed piece of ginger with the skin off. And we're just going to cut this as thin as we can. Keep your fingers in when you do this. What you do with this stuff is you press it. And that pulls the skin off. You can cut the end off, clean it. And then we're going to slice this real thick. So we've got these little round shapes because we're going to put that on top of the fish. All right, so here's our salmon, and we're going to cut it into portions for serving. And I'm keeping the skin on. So there's our salmon. And then I want to show you the purple fingerling potatoes. They're just beautiful. And here is the bright green asparagus. Over here we have the ginger with the garlic and our fennel bulb. Now we're going to saute these with a little bit of grape seed oil to soften them so that way they cook evenly with the fish. The fish is going to cook fairly quickly, and this way everybody's cooked together all at once and we don't overcook the salmon. All right, so here's our grape seed oil. It's expeller pressed. That way we know it's not, they're not using a solvent to get the oil. Now this can handle heat, and it has vitamin E and selenium in it. So it's a nice oil. What the purpose is, the sulfur that's in the garlic and the ginger will be more easily absorbed through the intestines if it's sauteed to some degree. The same goes with the quercetin that's going to be in the fennel. So we're going to put in a couple tablespoons. So we're going to put all of these ingredients in. The garlic, the ginger, the potatoes, the asparagus, and the fennel. And we'll just move that around and let it saute. So once it gets up to heat, about 5 to 8 minutes. So once the vegetables are starting to saute and some moisture is coming out of the vegetables, they can sit by themselves with the heat down just enough. They can start to simmer. It gives us time to cut up our red onion. Now the red onion's a sulfur, which is going to be detoxifying, but we will also, after the quercetin that's in the red onion, which is anti-inflammatory and supports muscle repair. We're going to slice this as thin as we can. I want to keep the bright red color, so we're not going to put this in the skillet. It'll turn a funny color in there. This way it'll cook on the sheet pan and still have a vibrant hue. It looks good, and it'll be a little crunchy. We'll still get the benefits of it because it'll be slightly cooked. Got our lemon. Now the juice makes it taste good, but there's a reason why. The acidity gives the contrasting flavors from the salt and the acid, or Celtic sea salt. The acid from this with the vegetables gives the flavor that we want. So it's kind of it works, but there's a good reason why it works. A teaspoon of salt. That's the Celtic sea salt. And we'll put in a teaspoon of oil. You can always add in a little more oil, but we've got oil from the pan, so we should be good. All right, so that's been simmering for about 10 minutes. We are using parchment paper on our baking sheet to get away from the aluminum foil. All right, so I've got my vegetables on the parchment paper. We spread it out, and then we'll put the onion on top. We're not going to use all the onion. We'll use it we'll use it in our salad, what's remaining. All right, so that looks good. We used up about 2/3 of the onion to cover. And then we'll put our salmon on top. We have our lemon juice, a little bit of oil. We will not use all of the lemon juice. We don't want it too wet. Put some salt on it, or pepper. So now we're going to put that in the oven, and we'll keep it in the oven until the fish is cooked. It'll flake. There'll be a white that comes to the center, and you'll see it start to change color and change shape, and we'll know it's done. We have the oven set at 350 degrees. So now, right before we put it in the oven, we'll put our lemon wedges in there. So this is Radicchio. It's bitter. It's very high in quercetin, our anti-inflammatory compound that we're seeking with our eating. But as you can see, it needs to be cleaned up. So what I do with this is I cut the bottom off, and that's going to free up these outer layers. They're beat up. If there's a spray on it, that's going to be your spray, so I'm removing them. And you don't have to go down too far, you just want it to look nice. So I'm going to take off that layer and throw that away, and then I'll rinse it.